subjects, people who had either herpes type 1, herpes type 2, or even some combination of both, and who had been infected for anywhere from 3 months to 30 years. Every single one of them was able to eliminate all traces of the herpes virus from their body in less than 21 days. It was truly a miracle. And as Dr. Langwin and I recorded our findings and put them into an academic paper to be published in the leading medical journals in the world, we were dead certain that we were about to become famous beyond our wildest dreams. After all, we had figured out a way to completely destroy one of the most common and despised viral infections ever known to man. And we couldn't wait to get our findings out there to the world. Well, boy, were we in for a rude awakening. We submitted our findings to more than 15 of the country's leading medical journals. And every single time the response was the same. This is incredible, absolutely amazing, but we simply can't publish it. At first it made no sense. Why would these leading academics in the field of science and medicine purposely censor this information from getting into the hands of honest, deserving victims? But after having multiple private conversations with his peers and colleagues, including some of those responsible for publishing these journals, Dr. Langwin came to me with some extremely disappointing news. The reason all of these leading researchers and doctors wouldn't publish our findings, he said, was that they were absolutely terrified of being blackballed by the pharmaceutical industry. You see, it turns out that Big Pharma is the single largest funder of medical research in the United States. If you don't believe me, just look at who the 5 largest funders of the American Herpes Foundation are: GlaxoSmithKline, Roche Pharmaceuticals, BioVale Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, Novartis Pharmaceuticals, and Reliant Pharmaceuticals. These massive international conglomerates who are making a $60 billion per year industry have absolutely zero interest in finding a cure for herpes, or really any other diseases for that matter. And because they control the gold, they also get to make all of the rules, which includes choosing what medical research gets published and what medical research gets suppressed from ever reaching the public. Well, when I heard this, it made me want to punch a wall. Who the hell were these corporations to keep something so incredibly important, so vital from you? How could they control medicine and science like this, even at the expense of giving you your life back? It was depressing, but even more so, it was infuriating. Which is why I decided to say screw the corporations and their lapdogs in academic medicine and put our research and findings online for everyone to see. So for the next 2 months, Dr. Langwin and I worked around the clock to take our natural treatment program and break it down into a simple, easy-to-follow guide. We've called it the HSV Eraser. And like I mentioned, in clinical trials, all 479 of the individuals who used this method were completely free of their herpes within 3 weeks. Since then, HSV Eraser has helped 27,442 additional people across the world to destroy the herpes virus from their body. People like Ann Clavel of Memphis, Tennessee, who recently wrote to say, "Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't even describe the feeling of relief I experienced when my doctor told me that the herpes virus had been completely eliminated from my body, or when I realized that I would never have to worry about another humiliating outbreak again. I am forever in your debt." Ann Clavel, Tennessee. And Kendra Mackey of Portsmouth, Maine, who says, "This program needs to be broadcasted to every single American. Keeping it from them is unacceptable. It would be like curing cancer and then not telling the world about it. Not only did I remove all traces of the herpes virus using your program, I did it in 17 days. Please tell me what I can do to help get the word out." Kendra Mackey, Maine. The HSV Eraser program is only available via this website that you're on right now. And here's exactly what's included. HSV Eraser is the result of a year of medical research, testing, and analysis. The program is broken up into 2 parts. In part 1,